Hey guys, welcome back to First Line, Last Line. I'm Trinity, and today we're going to be continuing the program series by Suzanne Young. First of all, I want to say if audio is messed up or if I sound like I'm whispering, it's because it's 4:30 in the morning. Yeah. But anyways, today we're going to be covering the third and fourth books of the series, The Remedy and the Epidemic. The first line of The Remedy is, "It's time to say goodbye," and the last line is, "And that's why you're the perfect person to be her handler." The headline for this book is, "The only cure for a broken heart is the remedy," and the summary of it is, "In a world before the program, Quinlan McKee is a closer. Since the age of 7, Quinn has provided closure to grieving families using a special skill. She can become anyone. Quinn is hired by families to take on the short-term role of a deceased loved one between the ages of 15 and 20. She's not an exact copy, of course, but she wears their clothes and changes her hair and studies them through pictures and videos. Soon, Quinn can become them, act like them, smell like them, and be them for all intents and purposes. But to do her job successfully, she can't get attached. Now 17, Quinn is deft at recreating herself, sometimes confusing her own past with those of the people she's portrayed. When given her longest assignment, playing the role of Catalina Barnes, Quinn begins to bond with the deceased girl's boyfriend. But that is only the beginning of the complications, especially when Quinn finds out the truth about Catalina's death and the epidemic that it could start. The headline of the next book, The Epidemic, is "There is no cure." The first line of The Epidemic is, "My entire life is a lie," and the last line is, "So that they can be a family." The summary of The Epidemic is, "In a world before the program, Quinlan McKee has spent her life acting as other people. She was a closer, a person hired to play the role of the recently deceased in order to give their families closure. Through this process, Quinn learned to read people and situations, even losing a bit of herself to do so. But she couldn't have guessed how her last case would bring down her entire world. The only person Quinn still trusts is Deacon, her best friend and the love of her life. Except Deacon's been keeping secrets of his own, so Quinn must set out alone to find Arthur Pritchard, the doctor who's been trying to control her life. The journey brings Quinn to Arthur's daughter, Virginia, and Quinn quickly discovers that the two have a frightening amount in common. The secrets about both of their pasts could hold the key to fighting an epidemic. But Quinlan doesn't want to be a cure, and with all the lies surrounding her, she realizes she has no one left to rely on but herself, even if she doesn't know who that is anymore." I really like these books. I really like this part of the program series. I've reread them 2 or 3 times now, and I especially like the whole concept of being a closer. I think it's just super fascinating, and just the whole plot of the series is fascinating. Not the air conditioning cutting on. I don't care. I'm not re-recording this. If you can hear it, sorry. The whole suicide epidemic is super interesting as well. And basically, being sad is basically illegal. Crazy. But I think The Remedy is a solid 4 out of 5, and The Epidemic is definitely a 3.5 out of 5. It just doesn't, compare. I mean, it compares, but it's just, it just falls a little bit short. I don't really know why. For me, that's just how I see it. And like I said, I've reread these a couple times, so I think they're pretty rereadable, though I haven't read them recently. But I think that's it though. Tuesday we'll discuss Dear Evan Hansen. I know, my brother suggested it and I feel like I have to do it. I have a lot of thoughts on the book, the musical, and the godforsaken movie, but that's for Tuesday. Hopefully I won't record it 3 hours before it needs to be published, but you can go ahead and check out the book suggestions form in the description, and I will see you all Tuesday. Goodbye, everyone.